Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Fitz TV here, aka G-Lorne33. I'm back here today with another video on the channel for you guys. And today, we got spoilers for Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 92 that we're going to be going over. I want to say thank you to everybody who helped us get these spoilers. The translations as well. So shout out to DBS Chronicles for the most part. But we should be getting the chapter here in the next couple of days, so expect a video on that from yours truly. But this, if you've seen the Dragon Ball Super Hero movie, there's really not much that's different here. We know that the manga is doing their own adaptation, but for the most part, everything's pretty much the same outside of a few cool tidbits, which we'll talk about here. And yeah, so basically this chapter basically covers 20 minutes of the movie. So basically it seems like they're going in 20-minute increments, right? So this takes place from about 19 minutes into the movie to around 40 minutes. So for the most part, I'm thinking this is probably going to be something like maybe like a 6 chapter arc. So here we have Piccolo, and this is a small part of the chapter. Remember, at the end of the last chapter, Piccolo, started his battle with Gamma 2, right? And if you guys saw the early draft pages, I didn't do an early draft page video this month just because, there wasn't much to cover. It was basically the same exact thing that we saw in the DBS Super Hero movie. It almost felt pointless to make a video. But we had Piccolo start his battle with Gamma 2 for the most part, and then we see Piccolo sneak into the Red Ribbon Army facility to go on. Then we see him try to get in contact with Bulma so she can contact Whis to let them know they need to get back to Earth. And one of the pages here, which is pretty interesting, right? We see Piccolo talking to Bulma on one of those plushie toys, and he's at he's at Korin's place, and we see Yajirobe with a mustache in the background, which is pretty funny, right? You can see the dialogue here. I want to thank the Chronicles once again for the translations. He's like, hey, you can't be serious. Well, Goku and Vegeta is going to be tough. Bulma's like, all right, I'll look around a little bit more. Sorry, you'll have to. She can't get in touch with them, huh? This is bad. Piccolo says, judging from my fight, I'll say the strength of those two Gammas is on par with those two. What about, in Korin says, what about Son Gohan? You said once that he could be stronger than anyone on Earth if he wanted to. So this is important. Remember, we know that the superhero movie, we knew from the start that the superhero movie took place after the Granola arc. But remember, Piccolo was in the Moro arc. You know, Piccolo was in the Granola arc, but we know how strong Goku and Vegeta are. We know how strong Goku and Vegeta are in the Moro arc, especially with their Super Saiyan Blue levels, right? We're not even talking about Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego. Piccolo was able to sense Super Saiyan Blue Goku's ki when he was going up against Sir Gambo and Moro. So he knows that this level of Super Saiyan Blue is stronger than anything we've seen prior to that. Stronger than what we saw in the Tournament of Power from Goku and Vegeta. And Piccolo can basically say, judging from their fight, he says that the Gammas, or he says the strength of the Gammas is on par with those two. You know, remember, but you also got to remember Piccolo didn't see how strong Goku and Vegeta got during the Granola arc. So he doesn't know about Goku's, of course, his true Ultra Instinct form, right? And of course, you can't forget about Master UI, and of course, he has no idea about Ultra Ego. So, yeah, so I'm basically assuming, right, that Goku and Vegeta at their full strength could probably still take out the Gammas. Could they take out Cell Max? I don't know about that, right? Remember, we don't know how the power scaling would be with Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan and all that. But, you know, I'm still pretty confident that Goku and Vegeta could probably defeat both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 if they needed to at full power, right? But remember, Piccolo has a good gauge of strength because he did see Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta during the Moro arc. So that's just a little tad bit there. The other thing, which is the big thing I want to talk about, is we get an unseen fight from the Dragon Ball Superhero movie. If you guys remember, during the first like the first teaser trailer that came out for the DBS Super Hero movie, we were teased with a rematch from Dragon Ball Super Broly between Goku and Vegeta. In that teaser trailer, you could see Goku and Vegeta, or not Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Broly, right? There was a very, very small part of that teaser trailer where you see Goku and Vegeta, or Goku and Broly sparring. You don't get that in the movie. So that scene was ultimately cut from the film, which was sad, right? Because that's a rematch we all wanted to see. Instead, we got Goku versus Vegeta, but still, it is what it is. But here in the manga, we do get Goku versus Broly, and it looks like it's going to go into the next chapter as well. So it seems like we're going to get 2 chapters, of Goku versus Broly, which is really, really hype, right? So you can see here, we're on Beerus's planet, and we see Whis. Whis is, in the air. His staff is down below, and he's watching the fight. You can see a lot of debris is being caused, right? You can see Goku doing backflip. Goku's doing retreating. And you can see Broly. This is clearly Broly because look at his wristband, right? Broly throws a ki blast at Goku. We see Goku guards against it, and it's really cool to see Tortaro artwork here because remember, not only is this the first time we've seen Broly officially in the manga, right? The only other time we've seen Broly in the DBS manga is at the end of Determinate Power, where they had that one page, where they recapped the Broly movie, where it's Super Saiyan Broly versus Gogeta. But this is the first official appearance of Broly here in the manga, and he looks great. All right, I love the way he looks. I do really love the way Tortaro draws it here, even though, of course, this is copy and paste straight from the DBS Super Hero movie. But anyway. Right, we see Broly attacking Goku coming out of the debris. Goku dodges it, right? Broly goes for a kick, and he dodges that. And you can see Broly's, getting a little more angry here, right, as the fight goes on. And we all know that's the big problem Broly has. As powerful as Broly is, most of his fighting comes out of his rage, right? What could make Broly even more dangerous than he already is if he could learn how to calm the fight calmly, like Goku and Vegeta are able to do, and control his emotions. Because both of Broly's fighting style, he's a brawler, right? He's a very good brawler, which he's able to keep up with Goku and Vegeta in the Super Hero movie, but he's a brawler, and he has the potential to be even stronger if he's able to, keep his emotions in check and actually fight like a normal Saiyan warrior. So we see, he has Goku on the edge. He's able to hit Goku in the gut and sends him flying towards a tree, but Goku's able to save himself at the last moment. He wraps around the tree. This is pretty cool. He uses his ki and wraps around the tree and goes for a kick on Broly. Broly's barely able to block. You know what's kind of cool here? This is classic Tortaro. This is a classic Tortaro kick. You see this kick in like every single arc. This is more the normal Tortaro artwork. Remember, one thing we also gotta remember, we have not seen Goku or Vegeta in like about 4 chapters. Remember, we had last chapter, which was the official start of the superhero arc, and then we had the 3 prelude chapters which centered around Goten and Trunks. We haven't seen Goku and Vegeta really since, I believe, maybe chapter 88, which was at the beginning when they had just gotten back to Beerus's planet, right? What's cool about this image right here, this looks like it's almost straight out of the Broly movie. If you guys remember, I remember Goku making the same face. This reminds me of the face Goku makes when he's fighting Broly, and this is right about he turned Super Saiyan. I've seen the Broly movie so many times now that I have that like image, or I have the movie like memorized in my head. I love the Broly movie. It's like it might be my favorite Dragon Ball film ever, if I'm being honest. But you see, I love this shot of Goku, and then you see Broly just, blocking attack. It's really cool. I like the way that Tortaro draws Broly here. And the last image I have for you guys is a full spread. I want to say thank Chronicles for this. Fully translated. And Goku's like, not bad. You're slowly learning how to fight. Broly's like, yeah, but it's still difficult. It's cool to see Broly actually talking here, having a normal conversation. And Goku's like, well, you'll get used to it, and you'll eventually learn to fight calmly without losing your temper. Goku's like, all right, now let's step it up a gear. Understood. And Broly's like, come at me, Son Goku. And there it is, the Goku versus Broly rematch, which will probably lead more into next chapter. So this is cool. This is really cool. This is the fight we didn't get in the Broly movie, or in the superhero movie. And remember as well, Toriyama wrote the superhero movie. Remember, this was originally in the superhero script, right? You know, of course, with this being a manga, you could spend more time on things you didn't put in the movie. How long will the fight go? I don't know, because if we're following the actual events, at some point, right, the fight becomes a little bit too much. Broly starts getting out of control, and you know, Goku tells Broly to stop, and then that eventually leads to Goku and Vegeta sparring to show Broly how to fight without, you know, losing control, right? Remember, I love the Goku versus Vegeta fight. So that will probably take place next chapter. So my prediction will be, you know, the first couple pages of next chapter will be more Goku and Broly. And I really do like the choreography that we get to see here in the manga. But we'll probably see a little bit of Goku Broly for a couple pages. Then that will stop, and then, you know, that will lead to Goku versus Vegeta, which will take place for another part of the chapter, and then we'll go back on Earth. But, you know, because we're getting about 15 to 20 minutes worth of movie content in each chapter. Like I said, I think this is going to be about a 6-7 page arc, or 6-7 chapter arc, which will take, you know, probably a good amount of the year. If my prediction, I would probably not expect anything new in terms of content really until probably later in the summer, if I'm being 100% honest. But anyway, I like this. The one thing I will complain about is, why didn't we get to see Goku and Vegeta recruit Broly? I wanted to see that. I think a lot of us wanted to see that, right? You know, when we first saw Broly appear in the superhero movie, and we knew that this was going to take place after the Granola arc in the manga, we were like, all right, can we at least see Goku and Vegeta recruiting Broly here? Because if you've been living under a rock and you didn't see the superhero movie, and you just see Broly randomly fighting Goku on Beerus's planet, right? Then you're like, what the hell? You know, like why is Goku randomly sprung Broly? Of course, almost everybody's seen the superhero movie at this point. But still, you know, it's a little bit weird, right? It's a little bit weird. I for one want to see. You know, we knew for the most part that, you know, when a lot of people assumed when they first saw Broly, you know, in the superhero movie last year, right? They assumed, oh, Goku's training Broly probably to fight Frieza again, right? You know, because we knew Frieza at some point was going to be brought into the story. But that was way before we knew about the end of the Granola arc and, you know, Black Frieza and all this other cool stuff. But now that we're in the manga, right, and we know that Goku and Vegeta are training to defeat Black Frieza, who's now stronger than them, who has surpassed them, right, at their current levels. We knew that they were going to bring in Broly to, you know, try to train him so they can get ready for that next battle with Frieza. But still, I find it still kind of weird that they didn't at least show us how Goku and Vegeta want to go at Broly. We knew that Goku was fighting Broly here and there, right? That was teased us at the end of the Broly movie. But it still would have been cool to see, in my opinion. I wish they had given us that interaction. I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's cool. As cool as it is to finally see Broly here in the manga, it's something we've wanted now for years. You know, still, it would have been really a really cool Easter egg to show us how Goku and Vegeta recruited Broly to Beerus's planet. All right. But yeah, you know, we clearly know where this is at least heading, or where the goal is, right? For Broly to eventually learn how to fight calmly and control his own power, right? That's, you know, because then we could get a controlled Super Saiyan Broly, very similar to what we saw Kale do in the Tournament of Power, right? And that could bring Broly to a whole nother level. You know, we've already seen, you know, Broly by himself was able to hold his own against Gogeta for a little bit, right? Well, controlled Super Saiyan Broly, who knows? Could he even match up to Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego? Who knows? I don't think we're going to see Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego here, but it is something to at least keep in mind. Who knows how much would things may differentiate. Us getting Goku versus Broly here in the manga, it is different from what we saw in the movie, and it's cool to see. It's really, really cool to see. The last thing I will mention here before ending this video is, look at Goku here. If you guys notice something, look at his gi. His symbol has changed. That's not the symbol Goku's been rocking. For the most part, Goku's been rocking the Whis symbol once again. This is now Goku's rocking his own symbol. We haven't seen Goku rock this symbol in a long, long time. Last time we saw Goku wearing this was an indication of him being his own master. And of course, we've seen Goku's, you know, gi change as Dragon Ball Z has gone on, from Korin to, you know, the King Kai to, you know, Whis. But this is Goku indicating that he's his own master. You know, of course, we've seen Goku come a long way with Ultra Instinct, from the Tournament of Power to the Moro arc to the Granola arc, and it's been great to see. But now seeing Goku rock his old gi symbol, that could be huge. That could be huge. And I remember, we are very close now to the end of Z. You know, so I know we're all waiting for Goku to get his gi, right? To get the end of Z gi, and then hopefully see Oob and see where the story goes from there. But you know, that is just something to keep in mind here. Goku rocking that symbol, that's not a small deal. That's big. That's big here. And you know, as we're very close to the end of Z, we gotta be mindful of that. But other than that, you know, this is really cool. The fact that, like I said, getting Goku versus Broly here in the manga is going to be the big part of the chapter, because everything else is pretty much the same for the most part. You know, there's no other big differences really from this chapter. And of course, we'll do a full manga review here in a couple of days when the full chapter is out. But there's, like I said, there's not any other big differences for the most part. But either way, I'm excited for the next, for this chapter. When we get the full chapter, I'll do a review and reaction like we always do here on the channel. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how hyped you guys are for Goku versus Broly's rematch, and that the fact that we're getting it here in the manga. Let me know if you guys have any predictions for the next chapter. If you think there'll be any other big changes that we haven't seen yet from the movie. But other than that, that's about all I got for you guys today. Let me know if you guys are new to the channel. Subscribe. Hit the bell next my name hit the bell next my name Fitz.tv, so you guys are notified every time I post a new video. I will see you guys later. Stay safe and healthy, y'all. Peace.